I don't work on CPT. Just want everybody to know this. I don't work on CPT. I don't know, a lot of y'all don't know what that means, but I don't work on CPT. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where to find me, you dig? So, good evening. Good evening. All right, I got a very special guest coming up on here. I'm waiting for him momentarily. I'm waiting for him. Got 7 people. That's good. That is good. What's up, Chris? What's up, Suze? How you doing, Lenny? Lenny in the house. Thick skin only. If you ain't got thick skin, don't come up on here. Hey, Missy. What's going on with you, girl? Hey, Marlo. All the way in New York. Got the New Yorker in the house. Let's get hearts for Marlo. I'm just waiting. Hey, Aunt Deborah. What up, Ricky? We got enough people on here. What's up, Penny, the free hug lady? Hey there, Lindy. All right. We got Pat in the house. We got everybody. What's up, Sherry? We got everybody. Yeah. Hey, Mary. You know what? No texting and driving. Don't be making a comment over there while you texting and driving. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be doing this. Don't be doing this, man. No texting and driving. That's illegal. They're going to use that against you, that they saw you on Facebook Live. You know I'm just giving you stuff. You know I'm giving you stuff. Everybody know that. It's good to see everybody on here. What up, AD? All right. I love to see everybody on here. So wonderful. There he go. There he go.
Can you hear me, sir?
The legend right there, AD. The legend right here. That's the legend. Right,
I'm not a legend. I'm just a guy with a story.
He's a YouTube legend. Yeah, I call him a YouTube legend, man. There you going, man. Good to see you, AD.
Good to see you too, sir.
Man, dude, you know, I remember when I first had followed your video, when I first ever saw your video. Actually, my auntie, she's on here right now. She had private messaged me one of your videos. And I looked like you was just snapping, man. You look like, yeah, they want to label us. You know what I'm saying? And label us. You was snapping it. I'm sitting you in your car, man. I'm like, dude, I like that dude. I listen to your videos and I press subscribe, and you know the notification went down there, man, and there I am. There we is.
Yeah, you know, I was just talking to my lady a little while ago. I said it's weird. I said because before 2 years ago, you couldn't dare get me on the camera. Like I'm looking back like over my life, and I'm thinking like where are my pictures at? Like what it is for me, and it's just something about what's going on in today's society, so that I felt like I had to come, and I had to come talk to the people. I had to come tell the people the truth, man. Like that's just me.
Yep. 100%, brother. You know, and you young, dude. I was talking about like last week, man, that it's a blessing when you see young people that have their own mind. You know what I'm saying? And you young, you know what I'm saying? And you have your own mind. Usually the young people keep up with the other young people. You ain't keeping up with the other young people. You have your own mind.
You come from where I come from. You know where we come from.
Right.
And where we come from, we have to grow up quicker than normal society. So for me,
yeah,
you know, it's like you say young. I'm like I'm in my 30s, so to me, I'm considered to be a old guy, you know. And it's like for a lot of young guys, where we come from, 21, 22, 23, that's making it to them. So I don't even look at it like that. It's just that my experience trump anything that anybody try to feed me, and I don't care who it is, sir. I won't just let people feed me anything. I go out here and I find the stuff out for myself.
Yep, that's our era, man. That's our culture, where we come from.
Right.
You know?
You gotta go figure this stuff out for yourself. That's why I don't know who these people are. I really don't, because I'm trying to figure out what happened. Like we really allowing people to utilize our fears and our emotions to guide us into things that if we continue on a path that we continue on, we can't come back from it. And I don't think people see that. And as a father with kids to raise, I can't align myself with that type of attitude.
Right. Are you afraid for your the generation that your child is gonna come in? Are you
Yeah,
afraid?
yeah. That's my primary focus. Is my kids.
Yep.
I'm looking like, okay, like a lot of you guys now, because for some of us it's over with. So the main thing we can do is we can just raise our kids the best way we can. But by raising our kids the
Yeah.
best way we can, we still, if we see something that's not right that's going on in this country or in society, we have to be able to have the ability to say, okay, hold on. You guys got to halt this a little bit. You got to stop this a little bit. You got to slow down a little bit. This not making no sense. And you're not having enough people that's coming
Right.
out and saying that, hey, while I may not agree with this man who in office, or while I may not agree with these people, some of the stuff, some of the antics that you guys are displaying are not making any sense. And as a father, and I'm
Hmm.
looking at my son, 10 years from now, my son to be on his way. And if I do everything correctly, he'll be on his way to college or on to better things. That's only 10 years from now. Look at where I'm at
Yes.
now. Time goes by quickly. So why would I not try to do my part to make sure that my son don't grow up and have to go through the things that I went through, and especially the way people are. So if you want to tell people, hey, you got to do this, you got to do this, and they say, well, I'm not going to do this because it goes against what I believe, and you say, okay, well, now I'm going to label you now. And if you're not with it, we don't want to hear anything you have
Amen.
to say. I don't want my son growing up in that, and should nobody want their child or their kids growing up in
Right.
that type of environment. This is not rocket
Yes,
science.
man.
This is not rocket
Right.
science. And when people try to make it difficult, I don't even understand it.
When your son get 10 years old, could you just imagine how this country would be in 10 years?
Right.
How the young people, could you just imagine in 10 more years? You think it's jacked up now? I actually don't even want to imagine in the next 10 years.
Right. I try to think about it. I try to live in the present, but it's so much stuff that's going on right now. It's extremely
Yes.
difficult, sir. It's extremely difficult.
Yes.
So it's like you looking and you like, am I supposed to talk about this? Am I supposed to see anything wrong with this, or am I not supposed to see anything wrong with this? And in a lot of instances, there are a lot of people who just don't see wrong, and where the wrong should be pinpointed, should be focused at, and that's where we get lost at.
Hmm.
And it's an equal opportunity situation. It's enough to go around, but for the most part, we know where it come from. Because, like I said, where we come from. We come from that
Right.
struggle. So
Just the
we know a
struggle.
little bit more than some other people may know, and it's up to us to tell the truth about what's really
Right.
going on.
Yes. I tell people, like, I hear this that they talk about what I'm saying, black people get terrorized by cops, and they ask me, have you seen it? Even though you were, it's no secret. Back in the days, I gang bang hard. But the way I grew up, it wasn't just blacks. I seen the cop stop Simon City Royals, stop all type of cultural gangs, and actually did them worse. White cops, and I don't know nothing really about. I haven't seen, cops attack black people. I didn't see that. I grew up in Albany Park. I seen cops do that to all. There was some dirty cops on the north side of Chicago, but I've seen it. I
Right, like,
mean,
and
I see some crazy stuff.
you know what I would, because I tell people, like, people think I be joking, they may not take me seriously in my videos, but I tell people, I'm like, you know what, I think a lot. Like, I literally sometimes I sit to myself
Yeah.
and I think about a lot of stuff. And I was thinking, like, yes, it was yesterday. The irony in this, it was yesterday. I was in here thinking, I was like, you know what? I said it's weird because imagine if, the people that's out here preaching police brutality. Imagine if they included the masses in what they were saying, because I look at the numbers and I look at the statistics. Like I say, I like to educate myself. I like to research. I like to see what's going on. And I'm like, so if you
Yes.
look at the statistics, you will see that, like you just said, it's not just black people. So if you wish to include everybody in it, maybe you will actually get somewhere and you will actually get some positive feedback versus saying, no,
Ooh.
it's not y'all, it's just us. So therefore, it's
Yes.
y'all problem. It's not ours. Like I said, sir, this stuff is not rocket science. And for people out to make this stuff more difficult than what it actually is, they're not in it for the benefit of the people, sir. They in it for the benefit of themselves because they're opportunists and agenda setters. I will keep saying that. I will not stay away from that. As long as I have the breath to breathe or I have the energy to continue going forward with what it is that I'm trying to do.
Ooh, AD. That's 100%, bro.
Like this is not a game for me. This is real life.
Mm-mm.
I seen things. I
Real
saw
life.
things. I come from things.
Yep.
I had dreams. I had visions to do things, and I was denied that. And the people that denied me those opportunities, some of those opportunities, man, they not who they trying to make it out to be. The people that actually helped me
Yes.
overcome some of the negative things, some of the negative stigmas I attached myself to, don't look like me. Why would I deny them that? Because even if they agree with you right now, it's only a matter of time. If we keep going down the same road we're going down, more and more of those people are going to not want to agree with you. Because the regular people, the elites would do it because it's in their best interest. It's all about money. But the regular people are going to be looking like, hey, man, I didn't sign up for this. This stuff is not rocket science.
Oh. Whoa, dude. I like what you just said. You said, see, I've been thinking the same thing, right? These people, they're going to agree with you for a minute, right? But it's going to be a matter of time. I always tell people, it's going to be a matter of time when we disagree with each other. How you going to handle that? How you going to handle that? See, where we come from, we going to disagree with each other, but we going to still kick it and break bread.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We prepare for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we grew up in an organized crime city with the mentality. And so it's more like, you know what? We're going to be cool with you. Hey, he on the other side, but you know what? Let's kick it with him. Let's break bread with him. You know?
Right.
People like that don't know how to break bread with people that disagree with them.
Right. I survived in a neighborhood that nobody there was like me. I had a couple of scraps, but like I live. So I kind of know where I'm coming from. And I kind of know what it is that I'm talking about. And I feel like if people would
Right.
just turn the humanity switches back on just for 5 minutes, like get them back on for 5 minutes, we could determine that we're not as different, man, as a lot of people want to make us out to be, regardless of what we are told and what we're taught from youth on up. We're not as different as they want to make us out to be. I know the struggle.
Yes. Amen. Know the struggle. And you know the struggle. The struggle is real. See,
It's
people
real.
look at the memes. The struggle is real. No, that's just them little ghetto memes y'all posting up. They don't know about the real struggle. You dig?
Real
They don't know.
Like the real.
I sit down and tell them. When I tell people the struggle, what I've been through, they look at me like, dude, you lying. I don't believe you. Look, it's to a point. It's too much for their mind. Like, no, dude, you tripping. No, for real.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I seen. I seen this. You seen this, AD.
Right. It's so much stuff. Like it's so much stuff that I don't talk about. Like even with Ricky, me and Ricky was talking a little while back, and he said something, and I had to stop him. I'm like, man, the example that you have about something that happened, when you growing up, like the example that he had is so similar to something related to myself, and I'm like, wow, like, but they want to tell me that we so different. It's not about it's not about this whole unity thing and singing kumbaya, man. It's about tolerance. It's about respect for the everyday man and woman. And right now we're kind of lacking. And it's not so much that we're lacking it, because where I live, I don't see it. Maybe in the back of their mind they thinking it, but they don't act upon it, because I don't go out here. I don't act ignorant. I don't act belligerent. I hold the doors open for women. I say yes, sir. I say yes, ma'am, to everybody. It don't even matter how old they are. They could be 19. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Wait, hold on. Hey, that's just what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to have respect for your everyday man and woman, and we are lacking that right now. We got people, man, that's leading us astray. And I don't think it's right. I don't.
Right. The blind leading the blind. They both fall into the ditch. It's blind leading the blind, man. It's
not right.
That's why it ain't right. I feel that we the last one standing over here. I feel that we the last one standing, man. And we got to go ahead and teach our generation. You know what I'm saying? You got a baby. I got grandkids. But how can I reach my grandkids? Because it starts with
I got babies. Like I got kids. Like this is, like I said, this is not a game for me. I got kids. Like
Right.
I
It's
had to
not.
just go.
It's not.
Like when you called me, I say, hey, I'm getting them ready. You know, I'm getting them ready to go to bed. You know, I'm
Yeah.
tired. Like I like who really has time to hate people when you got to deal with everyday real life situations? Like you really have time to
Yes.
hate people? Come on, man.
Right.
Like I don't even see how. I don't know. I could be overthinking it though, but I just don't see how you have time to be so negative. Like just people are just negative.
Ooh,
That's all they do is just be
dang.
negative. That's not me.
Negative. That mean they got too much time on their hands.
Right. Not
I
not
mean,
not
too much time.
too much.
That
Not
mean they
not
ain't
not
handling
truly
their
applying
business over here.
themselves.
Right. Applying themselves. I like what you
they
said,
not
say
they
apply.
not
With my
applying
dad used to always
themselves
use that word
correctly.
apply yourself.
Right. You better go be somebody. It's not difficult to go out here and apply yourself and try to do something that will further move you along in life. And some people are they stalled. You know, they burned out already. And granted, you know, like once again, back to where we come from, we kind of understand what happened, what goes on. But I just for
Right.
me, like I'm not like, you know, one of those devout religious people, but I do believe in God. I do believe in my higher power. So I believe that God has a
Amen.
plan for everybody. So if he had a plan
Amen.
for me, and after all everything that I've been through, I'm quite sure he got one for you too. It's just up to you to go
Ooh.
out here and find out what it is.
This is
This
common
is real.
sense, y'all.
This is real
Common
life for
sense
me,
right here.
sir.
Common
This is
sense.
real life for me. This is not a game. This is real life.
Yeah. Real life. Y'all better take notes on this, you know. But there's some real stuff right here. I'm trying to cuss on my thing. I'm trying to change this.
It's okay. I you know I get it. I just you know just for me I don't know when I come and I talk to you guys, man. Like I'm really being sincere. I'm not just doing it because everybody else is doing it. I'm doing it because I actually really care. I actually want to see this country try to come together and be able to prosper and blossom. You know, because you see we know
Amen.
it works, but it's just that you the opportunists and them agenda setters. They out there. They big. They heavy. They right now they loaded. You know the stimulus package ain't ran dry yet. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I don't know. Somebody said they can't follow. I can't follow you, AD. What is that?
They can't follow you. Probably your Facebook page. I think your Facebook page might not be public. But hey, follow his YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube. AD
Well,
Bell,
yeah,
man.
I,
He
I,
got
I
some
got
good
a
stuff
public
on it.
Facebook page too, so they can just type in capital A,
Yep.
capital D, Bell, and they can at
Yeah.
least get to that if that's what they're talking about.
Right. Yeah. Go to his public page, public figure, public page, and go to YouTube. Voice gets instructions, man. Real dude, man. I'm telling you. Y'all see his videos? Y'all go in there. It will be shared. Y'all, man, the dude's real, man.
Like I'm not here to tear people down. Like I feel like I have no room to tear people down. But there are a lot of people also who have no room to be trying to tear people down. And that's what they
Right.
want to do. And they hide behind the guise of this mainstream media type complex and what they go when they go with everything they say, and that's just what they do. But for me it's not that. So when people come and they say something to me, I'm just like, wow, like have you heard anything I said? Did you listen to anything that I said? You just saw a black
Right.
guy and it was something pro Trump and you liked it, or you saw a black guy and it was something pro Trump and you come and you attack it? Come on, man. Come on, grow up. And these not kids; these are grown-ups doing this stuff.
Whoa.
These are people that's old enough to be my father's age that's doing this stuff. These ain't just young people
Mm.
that's doing this stuff.
Respect, bro.
Time to
Respect.
start being real.
Dude, you
I,
real. You real. Yeah. You have a gift. I'm saying it. You have a gift.
I had a young guy that I was working with, young guy, and when you look at him, you won't think that I'm not trying to stereotype the young man, but when you look at him, you be like,
Right.
man, like I don't think that he's on the track that he's on. But when you talk to him, it's like, wow, you know, you really like you tell me I got something. Like, I'm like, wow, like you really got something. And then he started going over his goals and what he's trying to accomplish in life and what he's trying to do. And so I told him, I said,
Hmm.
yeah, I said I had a YouTube page. I said, because at the time I pretty much I did it, I silenced it, I shadowed it, and you couldn't see nothing on it. And I was like, you know what? I'm talking to him and stuff, and he was like, I like Dr. Ben Carson. Once again, a guy you wouldn't even think that would be interested in those type of things. And I'm like, okay. He like, I'm about to leave though the state. There was his last day of work. We worked together. Like, I'm about to leave the state. I'm like, okay, this is the last day. So I worked close with him. I talked to him. I said, when you think of Trump, I like, what is one of the things you think of? I put this in the video, but I just want to put it out there for people. He was like, you know, situation
Okay.
with Russia. Russia set him up to become president. I said, but when you look at somebody like me, would you think I'm a Trump supporter after talking to me? He said, no. I said, but I am. And I told him, I said, man, I used to make YouTube videos. He was like, what happened? I said, because people got too evil. I ain't gonna even call them ignorant because it was evil. The things that people were saying. You saw one in the comments that somebody said to me, man, about my daughter. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care what it is or what situation it is. Like, you talk about my newborn that I sat there and I watched come out the womb. I watched her mother get cut open. And for you to make a comment
Yeah.
like that about her after I just saw her get cut,
Right.
watch her mother get cut open and her come out. And I'm not having a conversation with the doctor because somebody that was pretty much, you know how we are in the hood, somebody pretty much like family just got killed, her and her brother, at a memorial. Like, it wasn't even intended for them. They just got killed. So I'm bringing in life, and I'm watching my peoples go through life getting lost. Come on, man. And he was like, he and I like, but I put it back up for him to let him see it. And he was like, man, like, I wouldn't even thought you would be, on the things that you were on. So he motivated me to come back because, like I say, I have a just one. If I can reach one, I'm okay. And I know it's a lot of people who watch me and follow me, but at the same time, he was my internal just one. And that's real
Wow.
life. This is not. I don't lie about stuff. I don't sugarcoat anything. This is real
It's no
life for me.
game. It's
Real
no
life.
game for you, man. It's no game for us, man. You know what I'm saying? Real life, man. We need some people in real life to go ahead and tell the truth, man. Speak the truth. Real life. You know,
People are
it's
not
real
speaking.
life. This ain't no game.
People are not
This ain't
speaking
no
from
internet
experience.
drama.
Right. People are not speaking
We
from the position
experience.
of experience. They're not. You can see it. I can sense it. I know it
You
all. I've seen it all.
you can sense. Look, like you just
I've
said, you
been
can
through it
sense it.
all. Like
Right.
I've been through it all, and I've seen it. So I know when people are being genuine and when they're not. And I felt like, for me personally, when I saw the president, and after me going to school and educating myself and seeing what I was writing down, what my papers look like, I'm like, wow, like, I think this is the gentleman, this is the guy for me. And nobody did anything to change my mind. Only thing they did was solidify that. They just solidified it because they
What
never
you
came to
just
ask me
said.
why.
Hello. Rewind what you just said. I want to hear this again. Rewind. I want to make sure I heard that right. Rewind what you just said, bro.
What, as far as nobody came and changed my mind, they just solidified it for me.
Yes, solidify. See, I just want to make sure I heard that right.
I was just saying, they just solidified that I
Hey,
did the right thing. They didn't come and try to say, hey, brother, let us help you along. Let us get you on. No,
right,
they came and said, hey, you trash just like the rest of them. Really?
right.
Okay. Like, I don't know. Like, it gets ugly. It really does. But at the same time, I
Ooh,
just look at
and
the
it gets
situation like,
ugly.
I just look at the situation like you guys got to do a little bit better job. Like, you to convince me,
Ooh,
you may sucker some other people, but I'm gonna be over here trying to
yeah,
convince them like, hey, it's another way. Not saying you got to follow my path completely or totally, but dealing with those type of people, I don't think that's the way you
yeah.
want to go. History tells us something else. It is up to you to go research their history and truly uncover the layers of what's actually going on and what's been going on, what's been implemented, what's the strategy, what's the
Ooh.
objective, what's the overall plan of what these people are trying to do. It's not rocket
You said
science.
uncover.
It's not
Ooh,
rocket
dude.
science. Come
I
on.
think you talking too fast to these left. I think you talking too fast. They're not ready for this, dude. Stop it. They ain't ready, man. I think you're gonna hurt them.
It don't matter.
They
I
ain't
just stay
ready.
down here at the bottom, man. I'm a bottom feeder. I'm down here with the little guy. I
I
love
already
rooting for the
know, dude.
underdog, man. And in this instance, man, there are a lot of people out here who the underdogs. I was just looking at. I live in Washington State. You know, I saw somebody say, yeah, we gonna like somebody made a comment about black people moving back to Africa. They like, no, we just set y'all up in Washington State. I want people to know something about Washington State. Washington State, look it up. I'm not lying. 1.5 million people voted for Hillary Clinton in Washington State. You know how many people voted for Donald Trump in Washington State? 1.1 million people, man. Hillary Clinton won King County, which is Seattle, man, by 400,000 votes. If you take King County out of the situation, she most likely lose. Facts. So when y'all out here
Ooh,
talking about
sorry.
Washington, like this just a liberal hub. Come on, man. Y'all gotta watch what you're doing because you would turn people off. You would turn them off, man. She won Seattle, man.
Hey, D.
That's about it.
Hey, D, you talking too fast. You
Trump
talking
won
too
the state,
fast,
man.
AD.
He won the state.
Hold
I'm
on,
just
Joe.
saying, he won the state, man. Like, come on.
They ain't ready for that.
This stuff, this this stuff, this stuff is not hard. Like,
Oh.
I swear it
Okay.
is, sir.
I love it.
I swear it is.
Talk fast, dude. Talk fast.
She won
Keep these
Seattle, man.
fools' heads spinning.
She won Seattle, man. That's about it. She ain't win nowhere else. Like she took our place, but we not big out here, so it looks like she won by a whole lot, but she didn't win by a whole lot. You know, it just
That
like people make it out like it just, oh, he won. Man, no, man. He they just got those people up there barricaded, man. Those people can't get out that situation, so they weren't able to go out here and venture out and see what was really going on. Because if he would have came and he would have did what he had to do, man, it could have been a 50-state landslide. It's just that they had enough firepower, enough artillery, man, to hold him back, to make people hesitant about him. And that's what happened. I was watching it. I saw it. It was easy. It wasn't hard. It was not hard to decipher. They say Russia. I'm looking at them like Russia. All I had to do was go out here and rebuttal everything that was said on the news with facts. It's not that difficult. It wasn't that difficult. I don't know. Just me.
ooh. Hey. You gotta follow the spirit, bro. It ain't just you. Trust me. It's some stuff that look. You would say some stuff explode my head. Like, okay, you're a threat, AD. I'm a threat. I hate to say it though. When you tell the truth, you're a threat. You're a threat, and they don't like that.
I
If you
I
lie to
know.
them, that tickle their ear. You gotta lie to them. Spread some lies, and the left gonna love you.
Yeah, Thomas Sowell said something, man. He was like, basically, I want to paraphrase. I can't really think of what it was, but I saw it and I thought it was unique. He was like, you can,
You said Thomas Soto?
yeah, Thomas Sowell, Thomas Sowell. You know what I'm talking about. I can't talk, but the black guy,
Sotomayor.
the conservative.
Sotomayor.
No.
Oh,
I'm not talking about.
that's my
I'm
dude.
not talking about current. I'm talking about, like prior guys who had the type of thought process that we had, but was, a little bit more sophisticated. And he basically, he was like, you could tell people the truth, but it won't get you nowhere. But if you tell them a lie, you know what I'm saying, the possibilities of where you can go is endless. Like you can lie to people, man, and get over. But if you tell people the truth, like it's not the same. You won't get the same reaction.
Yes.
And that's like that's like the thing that's going on out here in society. And like I say, I understand, I
Yes.
get it. People are hesitant, but at the same time, you gotta start trying to direct your energy towards a little bit more positive stuff. You got to be a little bit more positive. You got to be a little bit more optimistic about the outlook upon life, especially if you out here raising kids.
Amen. Jesus. Man, that's real talk, Jack. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I'm saying, be mindful nowadays. You really do. You gotta react on the spirit. You can't react on flesh nowadays, man. It's so much stuff, AD, man. Damn, I want to say some more stuff.
Yeah, it's bad. Like it's bad. Like it's good because we still breathing. We still here. You know, we still have the ability to go out here and do the right thing, and even in sad situations, do the wrong thing. It's just that
Right.
a lot of people are doing the wrong thing, and people don't want to be honest about what's actually going on. Like if you're gonna be honest about what's actually going on, then you are entitled to what it is that you believe and how you feel about certain situations. But if you're not gonna be honest, what's the point? I get it. You know, it's a money scheme, it's a marketing scheme. But at least be honest. Don't lie to me, because I'm not going to sit back and allow you to lie to me. I would just tune you out.
Tune you out. A panel just said, was AD raised in Washington State? No, he wasn't.
No,
You must have tuned in on the video.
Chicago is my home because that's where I was born, and I was there as a child, and I left. I lived in Georgia. Like Georgia is my home, so I lived in the South. So once again, my experience trump everything, and I can go into detail about, you know, being one of the more smarter kids that was living where I live. So when I was there, you know, the few white kids that did go to my school, I was in the classroom with them. We had levels.
Yeah.
You know, it was 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", all the way to 8. My first year, I was 6'2". Once they determined that I was smart, you know, that I had a mind, I was 7'1". I never had an issue. Nobody never called me the N-word. Nobody never disrespected me. Nobody never did nothing. And there was only 5 of us that was black. I could talk about this all day. Like that was my experience in Georgia.
Right.
Like, not Atlanta.
What part of Georgia?
In the country.
Oh, you was in ATL?
No, I wasn't in the ATL. I was in the country. Like right now to this day where I live, that there still is no McDonald's located in that city. Right now to this day. And I haven't lived there in over 15, 16 years.
Jesus. Much love, man. Dude, you really hitting on the money, man. I'm listening like, wow. you know we got like about a million hours worth of stuff to say. I ain't talking about like 30 minutes. It's some stuff in your mind that you got to say. It's like boom, 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 boom. Sometimes we be like, you know what? Let us, because they ain't ready for it yet. You dig?
Yeah. That's the thing. And I feel like it's a lot of people sitting back waiting. Like a lot of people sitting back trying to figure everything out. Because another thing about this election cycle, what I noticed was there was a low voter turnout. And this is what I tell people. I say, see, what they did was they wanted to make Trump the bad guy. They wanted to say, okay, Trump the bad guy, Trump the bad guy. But what they ended up doing was they turned a lot of people off. Like a lot of people said, okay, well, you know what? You know, I was thinking about this guy, but since y'all made him, you know, basically made him out to be the bad guy, I'm already not going to vote for her. I'm just not going to vote at all. And a lot of people stay home.
Yeah.
You know,
yep.
A lot of people stay home.
You better say that.
A lot of people, whether they want to be honest about it or not, it was Trump or bust. They weren't going to vote for Hillary Clinton. They saw what was going on in the country. They weren't ignorant to what was going on, so they stayed home. And I think that come up the next election cycle, if they don't really be careful, I mean, it's going to be a landslide. I might be going out on a limb, but it would be a 50-state landslide. Because I talked about this stuff. I made a video about it. I told people was all upset and nervous and stuff about, oh, we don't think he's going to win. I'm like, I said it. I mean, I got to go back and find it. But I said, man, I'm like, y'all don't understand it. He might win Pennsylvania. He might
remember that.
Michigan. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say he might win Wisconsin. And people came in.
He won Wisconsin.
I said it. I'm not making this up. I said it. But I don't know. Because even if I wasn't a supporter, from what I saw, from what I researched when I was educating myself, when I was going to school, you know, everything I saw, I'm looking, I said, wow, I'm like, so these people over here hurting a little bit, these people over here hurting a little bit. Being in Chicago, because that was my motivation to go to school. Like I said, seeing everything vacant, run down, they tearing down the houses. I'm looking at Cleveland, I'm looking at Ohio. They the same thing. They did that. They showed it one time. They showed it one time on MSNBC, but they told them like, no, y'all can't be showing what's going on. Y'all can't be showing people losing their houses and stuff like that. Y'all, they really didn't think that some of those people were gonna vote for Trump. Like they really didn't think that. Like I don't see how they didn't see that. How they didn't see that coming. And these are educated people. What are you doing?
Damn, dude. See, I'm cussing now. Damn.
Because I never really had a chance to have a legitimate conversation, you know, with people after the election because there was still so much stuff going on. So this is like my first chance to even really talking about the things, how I felt about it and what happened and what actually transpired during that time and what was really going on in people's everyday personal lives. It was a struggle for a lot of people.
Talk about it, bro. Talk about it.
They attach nationalism. They attach nationalism to white hate groups and stuff like that, and not understand that. Well, but I ain't gonna say they don't understand because once again, like I say, the opportunists and the agenda setters, they understand that when we talk about, you know, saying nationalism is economic nationalism for Trump. Now maybe some people that support Trump, they take it and they go another way with it, but for him it's economic nationalism. I watched Steve Bannon interview on CBS. I saw what he said. I understood what he said. I understood where he came from. And I even had somebody over, and I was like, look, I said, you look, see this guy right here, because he didn't even know who he was, but he's most likely somebody that would go out here and say F Trump, but he didn't know who he was. I said, you see this guy, man? This guy went to school with black people, man. This guy went to school with people in the struggle. How you gonna say that this man don't know what the struggle is when he's seen it with his own eyes, and you want to deny him that because he don't see the world, he don't see what's going on the way you see it. And how you see what's going on. And he was like, man, I would never look at it like that. This is real life for a lot of people. And they want to make it about something that's more on the superficial side, sir.
Dude, your voice just blew this feed up, man. I'm looking at the live feed. That's blowing right up. When you just said something, it just like, boom, exploded. Now all them viewers coming out watching this.
Yeah, like I said, I don't do this stuff for no type of fame. I don't do this for no type of fame, no type of glamour. I just feel like the people need to hear the truth, man. It's up to you to take that truth and decide how you're going to utilize it and what you're going to do with it. And a lot of people still not like I said, they're not applying themselves. You got to apply yourself, because if you don't, you will end up getting left behind, or you will find yourself in a situation that you can't come back from.
I love when you say apply yourself. The funny thing about it, my dad used to always say, apply yourself. Apply yourself. He said something about Michael Jordan, apply yourself. And I never understood that word, but then it developed in me, apply yourself. And now you come with the word that my dad used to tell me, apply yourself, dude. Hey, we got to apply ourselves, man. Listen to everybody, apply ourselves.
It's always another way. You know, it was something that I remember back in school, because I was a nerd, I was a geek. It's just that my upbringing, my life, I couldn't fulfill my geekness out, if I said that correctly. But it was a poem, and in the poem he said the road less traveled. Sometimes you got to take the road less traveled, because it'll get you where you got to go a little bit more quicker than the road with everybody else.
Right.
I don't know. Just some weird stuff, man.
Dude, you be talking too fast. According to them. Like, look, you talk too fast to me. I'm looking like, okay. Let me write this down real quick. You saying some real stuff, dude, man. It's something, stuff that you say is moved by the spirit. It's not moved by our flesh. It's not moved by that new world agenda. You know?
Yes, sir.
It's moved by thinking outside the box
You got
Not
to.
thinking like this, you dig? You think outside the box, you gonna draw a lot of haters and a lot of trolls, you dig? That's real
Somebody
talk,
said
AD,
explain.
man.
They said explain voices against destruction.
Yeah,
Voice,
explain
voice,
voice against structure. I want to hear this. I know, but I
voice,
want them to know it.
Voices Against Destruction is something that I started. Like I say, I try to be as honest and as transparent as I possibly can, man. You know, I suffer from alcoholism, and I ain't gonna say I suffer. I still suffer because once you won, you always won, and I'm honest about that. And during the course, man, of my recovery, man, of me, you know, going to meetings and me talking to people, me reaching out to people, and not just reaching out to people, but me helping people myself. Once again, it's something I talked about in my videos. I ain't just making it up now. It's something that I discuss a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, man, like once again, they said, hey, you got something, like you should go, you should talk to people. So I like, okay, you know, I saw what was going on in Chicago. I said, well, maybe what I can do is I can reach out to some of my family and some people I know back home, and I can start this Voices Against Destruction campaign. This was back in like 2014.
Yes.
They laughed at me. Like they laughed at me. I had a few of them follow with it and stuff, but they didn't take me seriously. And I was
Right.
like, you know, I was demoralized, like, you know, and I asked somebody like, man, I think you stupid for trying to do that. You shouldn't be trying to do that. And it demoralized me for a little bit. And so I just kind of left it alone a little bit. But then when the election came around, and I was actually defending Dr. Ben Carson, because, you know, I wasn't really into social media like that. I just got into this stuff. I'm still figuring it out. And I saw a guy post an article about Dr. Ben Carson from the New York Times, and I responded back to him, and I didn't expect for him to respond back to me, but he did. I ain't gonna even say his name because he's a big guy. Not that I'm scared, but I don't like to talk about those people like that. And he responded back to me with "boy bye," and I was like, "You a grown man and you utilizing the words "boy bye"? Like you a grown man and you saying "boy bye"? Like, you know, it should be a little bit more than that. If you're gonna respond, if you're gonna reach all the way down here in the gutter as you feel and respond, it should be a little bit more than "boy bye." So he sent all his people after me, and they came, and you know, I'm not bragging, but I knocked them down one by one. I just knocked them down. And one of the last people, they was like, "You out here defending this coon, Dr. Ben Carson, and all this stuff. Like, you know, he a coon and this and the third, yada yada yada." I said,
Come
"Man,
on now.
I said it's not like I support him for president. I said I'm actually a Trump supporter."
Right.
And that's when the Trump supporters came. Like they just showed up. Like, hey, you know, they were following me and stuff. I'm like,
Hey.
wow, like, you know, I just out the blue. They just came and started following me after I said, hey, well, I'm a Trump supporter. I'm just defending Dr. Ben Carson. I feel like y'all doing this man wrong.
Amen.
With what y'all saying about him.
Amen.
Because he should be a motivation and role model for many people in these communities. But y'all try to make people to feel like he's not. And they came and they kind of like, you know, showed me what was going on, and I started making a couple of little 30 minute videos on Twitter, and people, I was getting like 8,000 likes and retweets. I'm like, wow, like, whoa, like, is it that serious? You know, I had some hate, but it wasn't that bad because I guess at the time they didn't really know what was going on, because this was like early in the election cycle. Like, this was early. You know, I'm really one of those day one Trump supporters. So this was early, and I just started doing what I was doing, and I was just like, I was just telling people, like, I'm a voice against destruction. Like, every time they would come and say something negative to me, I just say, man, I'm a voice against destruction. You know, I just feel like the people need to use their voices against the destruction and the chaos that's going on in our country. And it don't matter who it is or who it's coming from, what side it's coming from. We need to call out the bad stuff everywhere. But it's just like I said, just for the most part, once again, back to where we come from. You know, we know where immaturity come from. So that is the primary focus. You know, and I took it and I turned it into something, and you know, I just stand behind Voices Against Destruction.
Amen. Love that, man. Love that. Voice against destruction, man. And you know what I'm saying? That come from a testimony, that come from a lifestyle, that come from some real stuff, not just an internet game. You dig? And that's real, man. Wow.
Yeah, like I said, it's all real life for me. You know, it's just that when you see it and you see who running things, who like who got the juice, as you know, as we used to say, like who got the juice, and it's like it's kind of hard. And for me, it's like I'm not a
Yeah.
controversial person. Like I been a controversial person in my life, of course, but I don't live that lifestyle no more. So I'm not a controversial person. So I'm not here to try to step on nobody's toes. I just want people to find me on their own free will. I'm not promoting anything. I'm not selling people anything. Have I asked for, you know, donation stuff before? Yeah, but people had to really push me, like, you got to. And when people gave me the donations, I put it to use. You know, I'm sitting in my room right now, my
AD, you
bedroom,
is
but
controversial.
how
You
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 figure that?
is controversial.
How
You
you
is
figure that?
because you say some shit that because you'll make people mad because you tell the truth. When you tell the truth, you're controversial.
But
I
it's
mean,
not by
I'm just
design.
saying
It's not, I
by
get it.
desire, right? But you
Right,
still
but it's not by
controversial.
design. So for me, I feel
Design.
like
See,
I'm
I
I'm,
do
I'm,
like pissing people off, so I
right, and I don't have no problem
I
with it. Like
do.
you don't know how many times I sat here and I laughed, and I was just like, wow, like he really went there. Like I sat here, like so if you saw like somebody like typing a comment, it was probably me sitting there
Yeah.
for like 4 hours trying to type a comment. Like I'm serious, but I just couldn't get nothing out. I'm like, I don't even know what to say to what he just said or what he just posted. Like I'm like I can't even say nothing. Like it just, but it's not. But I know it's all in fun and it's all in good spirit, and but people
Right,
have
the
thin
good
skin,
spirit.
so yeah, people have thin skin, so they just they look at it, you know, far more in depth than what they should, and they don't look at the
Yes.
things that they should look in depthly to, or have you said, and that's what get ignored. But I don't know, it's trigger mechanisms. That's what y'all do, man. That's what y'all social media people do. Like y'all social media
Right.
people, y'all bring out them trigger mechanisms, man. That's what it's all about. Let me see,
Yep.
let me see who I can trigger today. I learned that. Like I literally had to learn that. I did not know. I'll be lying to you if I said I did.
I,
I really didn't know.
I would get up in the morning and find the most offensive thing to say. So you know what? Let me just press and type something. White women are the bomb. They're my white queens. I go ahead and post the shit. And they all like, "Brrr." All the black people getting pissed off. And I said, do y'all know me, man? Chill out. Sometimes I just post
I mean,
stuff
if
just
that
get a reaction.
see for me, that couldn't make me mad. Like even like if it was like, you know, a black woman saying white men are the bomb, why would I get mad? Like for me,
Right, why would
my woman right out there. Like I don't see how people
yeah.
can. Oh, see you going into forbidden territory for me right now, because these are things that I think about, but I don't really talk about. But for me, my woman is there. I don't really have an
Right,
opinion about somebody else's relationship or somebody else's preference and what
right.
they like. That's on them.
Yeah,
Like I
like
feel like that alone
chill.
is cheating. Like if I go and like, yeah, you ain't got no right to. I feel like I'm cheating because she right there. Why would I care if I know my lady's right there? I know she's not going nowhere. Like I don't know, and people really be getting upset about that type of stuff, and I just like no, this can't be happening. This can't be life. It has to be more.
Woo!
Like
Hey, dude, we got
seriously.
about 20 hours worth of stuff to say right now. It's like, dude, I got to get more. I got to get a 10 part on you. Part one, part two, part three. We got a future, man. We got this. I've been trying to get
Yeah.
you for a while, but I said, you know what? Let me chill. Let me chill. I said, you know what? Trust me, man. You got
Yeah,
this voice,
I
man.
had offers, man. I had a few offers. Like I even had an offer from Tommy Lauren back in the day, and I just
Yeah,
I wasn't there, and I let people know like, look, man, I'm not a tool. I'm not doing this to get no type of fame or nothing. Like I'm doing this because I
right.
really care about the people. I really care about the future of our country. If you really care about the future of our country, we should be focusing our energy where it needs to be focused at. Like let's try to put all our energy into building stuff. Like let's try to get our kids
Yeah,
to be motivated to go out here and become engineers and pioneers of technology. Like this is real. Like let's try to be
right.
the first to make sure we the first to Mars. Like we there. Well, not like we just there, but
Yeah,
we able to take multiple people round trip and be able to come back within a few hours. Like, cause like I said, I'm a geek. So I'm watching the Sci-Fi Channel. I'm watching these shows, and I'm telling people, like, look, I care about, Kepler 32, the new planets they discovering. Like, man, like it's the possibilities of what you could be in this world are endless, and we out here sitting here wasting our time focusing on nonsense. And some of us, we can't move the way, some of the other people can move. So why not why not have, if I can't move the way you can move, why not me be here to motivate you to be more than what I am? Because I've been there and I see the road you're going down, and it's dark and it's ugly, and it's gonna be difficult for you to find your way out.
Wow. You talk too fast, AD. You talk too fast.
I'm not making none of this stuff up, sir.
It's real. Real's talk, Jack. What up, Brett? All in Australia.
What's going on, sir?
Wow. You get a brother thinking, AD. Dude, man, it's so much stuff, dude. And you say you're not controversial. This more like I don't know what to call his words, low profile. More like it's controversial, but it's the old saying we say back in Chicago, real G's move silent.
You got to, but it's not too many real. And sorry for those conservative patriots out there, but it's not too many real ones left out here. It's not because I see things, and I once again I talk about it in my videos, and I'm saying, like, look, back in the day we knew better to do this, we knew better to do that. We understood the consequences of our actions if we do stuff that goes outside of the code that we set up for ourselves. But we no longer have that, and the fact that we no longer have that, it's like who do you really talk to? Like who do you try to reach? So you got to do it from an individual perspective. You can't go out here and just throw it all at them, because if you go out here and you throw it all at them, they still mush-minded. So they're going to come back with straight ignorance, and they're going to brush off anything that you say. Anything that you say. Because at the end of the day, when it all boils down, I will always care about where I came from. I will always care about those people, because a lot of those people helped me to be where I'm at right now. They did help me to survive, but I just want to make sure that they survive. Man. And it's not like people are doing the due diligence to make sure that those people survive, man. It's ugly, Mo. It's ugly.
Ooh,
and it hurts my heart that I gotta see it. My family
I'm glad
is
it
there.
hurt your heart.
My family
I'm glad
is
it
there.
hurt your heart. But it's that means you gonna it's good it hurt your heart. It hurt our heart. That means that we there.
Right.
Somebody need to care. Somebody need to care.
I don't have an auntie that just happened to live in Chicago and she lives on the north side. No, Mo, my family is there. You see what I'm saying?
They there. They're in the wild hundreds. They over there.
Inglewood, low end. My grandmother lived in it. My grandmother lived in the same neighborhood that Obama and Farrakhan from, Hyde Park. But she kind of live on the bad side of Hyde Park. Well, you know King High. You know King High.
Yeah, King High.
I ain't trying to put up, but yeah, King High right there. Like we hung out there many a time. The same place where Hadia Pennington got killed at. I even knew the young guys that killed Hadia Pennington. That finally made him at least go address, try to attempt to address the situation that was going on in Chicago. Like we hung out there hundreds, if not thousands of times where that young girl got killed at. It's not a game for me. My peoples are there, sir. They there. And I don't want people just to use them as a talking point. I want people to actually say, you know what? Okay, well, we're not just gonna talk about it no more. We're gonna go out here and we're gonna be about it.
Okay.
It might be ugly, but got to start somewhere.
Okay, AD. See, we come from the same background, right? And I predicted something 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm 45 years old, and I left the street game in like '95, around that era right there. You dig? When I was banging, that's no shame. I tell people I was a member of the Gangster Disciples, Albany Park, North Side. It was a mixed gang. You know what I'm saying? And I predicted that when they had took Larry Hoover, they shipped him to Colorado. They shipped Prince Tuffy, the Spanish Cobra leader, down to New Jersey. They shipped Lord Gina from Laddie King to Colorado. They shipped Prince Vernie. They shipped a lot of gang leaders in Chicago. And then the cops came to me and said, "Oh yeah, we finally gonna take you down." I said, "You think you taking us down?" I told them like this here. In the next 20 years, the murders will increase triple because people ain't gonna have no structure. And the cop looked at me like, "Oh, whatever, whatever." And look what freaking happened. There's no structure. Everybody's leader locked up. They set that up, locked everybody gang leader up. And they shipped them. Not only locked them up, they shipped them West Coast to the East Coast. They actually switched King Tuffy. I'm gonna say it from the Spanish Cobra. They shipped him to Chicago. I mean to New York. They shipped the New York leader to Chicago in state deal. That's what happened.
You know what I feel about that, because you know you are 100% correct in your assessment, but it's a little bit more to that. Not only did they just take down the leaders, and I know some people may be like,
Okay.
well, yeah, they deserve to go to jail, they deserve to be in jail for what they did and what they did
Right.
to their community. But not only did they just not, it wasn't just the fact that they was leaders, they were
Right.
the fathers. They
Yes.
separated. It was kids separated from their fathers. Like a lot of these, man, you know, man, I know guys, man. Like it's sad, but they got like 12, 13 kids, man. Like they like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and I know guys personally with all those kids, and I watch them like, man, like how you got a relationship with all those kids like that? Like how you able to do that, like to balance that? And it's sad, but it's reality for a lot of people. So when they did that, man, they not only they shipped those guys away, but they were shipping away the fathers. And
Yes.
not to say that maybe people didn't, you know, I guess deserve it, but at the same time, when you take the father out the way, when you take the father out of the home, you know what's gonna happen. But they set it up like
Oh,
that. It was a design. It's been a design
the
like that
fathers out
for a
the
long
home.
time. It's been like that for a long
Man.
time. And
Yes.
until people realize what's going on, and now we getting to the point to whereas people are fighting multi-front wars, battles with each other. You know, it's not just the anti-Trump versus the Trump. Man, it's the man versus the woman. It's the straight man versus the straight versus the gay man. You know, you got they out here saying that the straight black man is the white man of the black community, but then they want to say we care about you, black man. And it's weird. It's like, are y'all serious right now? This doesn't even make any sense. Like y'all all over the place. How can I take you seriously under one set of circumstances when you coming with not one, not two, but three different circumstances that's like that's matching the same level of intensity? And it's like, where are you at with this? You're not making any sense with it. But
Whew.
I don't know. I see it. I just don't talk about it. I see it all. I just don't talk about a lot of it because I feel like at the end of the day, if you speak truth, the people who seek the truth, they will come find it. Because it, like I said in the post on my Facebook page earlier, I'm like, the truth has an ugly way of revealing itself. So if you seeking it, you will find it, whether directly or indirectly. It's up to you.
Yes.
God willing.
God willing. Amen. Amen, bro. Oh man, it's so much stuff that we could talk about tonight, but we're gonna talk about some stuff in the future, man. Dude, we hit nerves right here. You hit nerves too, man. I appreciate you, man, for coming on here. Thank you for coming
No
on.
problem. I appreciate you accepting me. Like I say, I saw you talking to Ricky, and I was like, oh, he talking to Ricky. And then you gave me the little shout out. I'm like, oh, okay. He still like me. So I'm like,
You already know you got the green light. You can come on 10 more times with me. We got the tag. We can do it, man. You can come on tomorrow if you want. Anytime. All you got to do is say whatever, man.
I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, sir.
I appreciate you for coming on me, man. Because dude, I follow your video. I follow your everybody. Subscribe to AD Bell
No, it's just
YouTube
AD.
videos, man.
Yeah, my YouTube video is just AD, like capital A, capital D. It ain't
AD.
nothing else. And you will see like the little
A
Abby with
capital
the
D,
A and the
man.
D in it. And you know, my public Facebook page is AD Bell. I mean, I don't really have a lot, you know, going on because, like I say, I don't think it's necessary for me. I don't think it's necessary with where I'm at, you know, and what I have going on. I just don't be thinking that it'd be necessary for me to come out here and just blab a lot. Like not you cool because you have a comedic side to what you got going on. So you know that's understandable. But you have people, man, that just sit here, man, just talk about nothing all day long. Like just nothing all day long, and I just be like, wow, like you really talk about nothing all day long, like nothing.
All day long.
Like you have nothing of substance to offer at all. Like they think they do because the people that follow them, like, yeah, good job, and it's like you have nothing. But I'm not gonna go and rain on what it is that they're doing because you know that's not my style. But at the same time, like people got to start pointing out, like, when are you gonna come with something new? Like when are you gonna make me utilize my brain a little bit? And there's not a lot of that going on right now. I would rather you make me work for it, make me feel it, and make me understand what's really going on, than to just try to sell me a pipe dream and think I'm just going to go down, floating down the river, and end up drowning. I refuse.
Amen. Hey, thank you, AD, for coming on here.
I appreciate it, sir. You know, I'm honored. It was a privilege to come and talk to you, man. I have no problem talking to you guys. I know, you know, what's going on. It's just, you know, for me, I have a lot of other stuff going on. All right, my kids, you know, you got me by a little bit, so you know, you chill. You able to chill and have the glasses on and stuff. And, you know, I gotta get ready to go say, hey, it's time to go to bed if you ain't already in the bed. That's my life. I'm a father, man, and I love it because my daddy wasn't there, and I love it.
Hey, congratulations, man, on your shorty, man. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you,
I appreciate it. And one last thing before I go about my baby, you know, my baby girl Kennedy. You know, when I had my other Facebook page, like when it just shows that the level of hate that we display for each other. I say we, I always include myself in everything, even if I'm not like personally partaking in it. But it just shows that the level of hate that we have each other is so, like, not really real. Like it's not. I had another word for it, but I couldn't get it out. It's not really real because when I put the picture of my daughter when she was first born, I said the champ is here. You had the people that was with me because I tagged my lady in it. So you had the people that was most likely on my Facebook page that were Trump supporters, and the people that was on her Facebook page most likely they was Clinton supporters. I know because I know the people that she know, and to have those people come and because they wanted to celebrate life.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't even knew that they were Trump supporters and they were Clinton supporters because it was about celebrating life. And people trying to tell me that this stuff is not possible. Like I literally was just thinking about that a few hours ago. Like I literally was just thinking about it. And they didn't know. They were just commenting.
Word. Wow.
I don't know, man.
Hey, appreciate you, AD, man. Hey, you rock, brother. Hey, you gonna come on my look? We gonna do some more many times. This ain't the last time with us.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm here.
Be ready, bro. Be ready, man. I've been trying. Look, I was thinking about doing it for a while. I like, you know what? Let me go chill for a little bit, man, and wait for the right time. You dig? And now it's the right time. You gonna be all like this. Hey, Reese, man, come on, man. I'm busy right now. Nigga, get your ass on here right now, man. Come on.
if it's in God's will, man, it's possible. Like anything is possible. People out here don't have no faith, man, and they're not understanding that anything is possible, man. Like you just once again, it goes back to applying yourself. You gotta apply yourself, sir. I promise. It's all you gotta do sometimes.
Apply yourself. Dude, I like that word what you use, man, because my dad used to tell me that all the time. Wow. I need to hear that myself. He said, apply yourself. You expect me to come in here. Apply yourself, knuckle.
Right.
I'm like this.
Just a little bit. You know, like I said, I'm not religious, but I think somewhere in the Bible, man, it's all you need is the faith of a mustard seed, man. Am I lying about that?
Ooh, wee. All it takes is a little faith. Look how when Peter, when he was sinking, that little faith. Jesus, I'm coming.
Like, I don't know. It's just me, sir. It's just me.
All right. Hey, did you, brother? Hey, love, man. Hey, thanks for coming on, man.
No problem. Like I say, I appreciate it, man. Now I gotta go back and I gotta try to watch it from the beginning and see where I messed up at. I hope everybody heard me correctly. Like, you know, I got my old headphones on, so you know, and I was clear and concrete and precise in my language. Since you know, you got some of those like to come and say, "Oh, you talk like a man." I'm doing this off the cuff, but
my brother,
be is real.
Much love, AD.
Have a blessed night, everybody. I love everybody. I promise I do. Thank you, sir.